Okay, this is the end of the feeding frenzy. The last of the birds are in eating up what's the more dominant birds took over and ate what they can. I just wanted to do a little video on the difference in sizes. Alright, if any of you have ever had guinea hens or know what the size of a guinea hen is, that's a guinea hen. And they're about the size of your normal laying chicken. Now, if you look closely, you'll see this Brahma rooster compared to the size of this guinea hen. That lets you know how big they are. Try to get down closer so that you can get a close-up of the size of these things. If you also look and see that hen right there, that Brahma hen, is almost as big as those turkeys. So if you see how large the hens are, the roosters are a little larger. They don't tend to eat any more than the normal standard chickens as far as Brahmas go. I noticed my feed bill hasn't went up or down since the time I had all the other types of chickens. I think the little bannies eat more, mainly because they've got so much more energy and they have to burn it off faster, so they have to replenish more. So I think with the Brahmas, as big as they are, they're satisfied with one good filling, and they're pretty much good for the day, so they don't quite eat as much. And it's pretty much the same with the turkeys. Once the turkeys are full, they don't tend to eat as much either. But you can see that's one of the dark Brahmas. And there's a dark Brahma and a light Brahma hen. You can see they're pretty good size. The Brahma rooster's right there, and you see how much smaller the guinea hens are to him? Well, that guinea hen's just about the size of, I'd say, a Rhode Island Red, if you know what a Rhode Island Red is. And they're a medium-sized chicken. Good laying chickens, too. But as far as docile, these guys are very docile. I've got, I'd say, probably 6 roosters in here, and they're pretty good about not attacking you or anything. They're very large. This spring we're going to butcher a few. You see how they're getting really large. We're going to keep the light Brahma rooster. Can't get my finger over here. The light Brahma rooster and one of the dark Brahma roosters, and probably about 6 or 7 hens. Now the buff, I've noticed that the buff don't get as big as the light Brahma or the dark Brahma hens. And so far, the only ones that I've caught laying eggs are the light Brahmas, which are the white colored ones with the black markings on the neck. But everybody else seems to be doing real well. You can see how tiny these little game chickens are. Game chickens stand probably about 11 inches tall. And you can see how small they are compared to the Brahmas. The male Brahma, he's almost as big as a female turkey. Excuse me. But I thought you'd like to see the difference in some of the sizes. Now these turkeys are heritage turkeys, and I'd say this Tom here probably weighs 25 or 30 pounds. Gunther probably weighs about 35 pounds. And that's pretty good size for a heritage. And some of these younger ones, like this mixed breed Pom, can still has room to grow. They're still finishing off their breakfast here. If you can see the openings in the bottom of this, all this is just one of them galvanized oil pans or feed pans. And I just cut the bottom out of the bucket, so I left about an inch between the openings so that the feed can flow through really good. And as they bang it around, the rest of the stuff that's in the center gets pushed to the outside. And if they don't, I just give it a twist, and it shoots centrifugal force throws it to the outside of the pan. They end up getting everything out of it because they keep bumping it with their chest, and it pushes everything out so they can clean up what they got. But you can see how the difference in the sizes are. That's what I mainly did this video, so people have been asking how big the Brahmas actually get. And you can see they're almost as big as the male turkeys, but they are as big as some of the female turkeys. All the females seem to be outdoors right now, so it's kind of hard to show you the comparison. But you can see the size of these roosters are fairly good size compared to that little banny chicken down there. A couple of banny chickens. But these big roosters are probably about twice or 3 times as big as those guys are. And I'm not pulling back. You can see my leg is right here next to them, and they're not freaking out. They're pretty docile. Not really afraid of anybody. Which is good, because you want something where you can collect the eggs without them going crazy. If you've raised, say, white leghorns or some Rhode Island Reds, you'll see that they're very flighty. When you go to reach for their eggs in their nest, if they're still on the nest, they'll fly off and hit you in the face with their wings and that. These girls, you can reach right under them and they just look at you. And you can collect the eggs, and I imagine if they get broody, they'll peck you a little bit, but that's what broody hens do anyhow. But I just wanted to give you some views of the Brahmas. This is a female Brahma. You can see the penciling marks on her back and neck compared to the roosters, which that's a Brahma, dark Brahma rooster. And there's another one. You can see they've had a dark breast and silver markings on the necks and the hackle feathers and the wings. Very beautiful breed. But I think Ruthie and my favorite are the light Brahmas, which if we're going to breed any more, we'll breed some of those. And I want to pick up probably about 6 black Austerlorp hens, mainly for help us out with the eggs in the winter. These girls are good winter egg layers, but we don't need so many. There's only the 2 of us, and we only eat maybe a couple eggs a day or every other day. I'm not a big egg eater. Kind of hard to believe for a chicken farmer. Not really wild about eggs. I like them in my cakes and everything, but as far as eating a fried egg, I could live without it. All right. Just wanted to show you a little, probably a 9 or 10 minute video of the difference in the sizes and even how docile the turkeys are. See how I'm touching them? They're not freaking out either. So, but they're all very well feathered and beautiful, ready for spring, and so am I. I'd like to be able to get to the garden and get to more work on this barn. And we're going to get back into the quail. All right, this is Clay from Popel's Backyard Farm saying join us again and hope you enjoy this video. Bye-bye.